Hello everyone. Today our group is going to introduce the ethical dilemma of Huawei and its leadership. We have Xiaorong, Ziqing, Mingxun, Qiuxian, Lingli, and Zongwei. This is our content. We will provide some background information, ethical dilemma, leadership theory, approach and responding options, decisions and suggestions. I would like to open the first part with introduction of key concepts, including leadership, ethics in leadership, and ethical leadership. Firstly, leadership is the process by an individual influence a group of people to achieve a common goal. It is the art of communication and motivation. Secondly, ethics consists of the kinds of value and morals generally agreed upon by an individual or society. When we bring these two concepts together, ethics in leadership studied what leaders do and how they make choices in given situation, as guided by their ethics. There are three main ethics theories of consequentialism, deontology, and virtue-based theory. Consequentialism explains how leaders' actions depend on the outcomes of their self-interest and others, while deontology focuses on leaders' actions and their moral responsibilities to do the right thing. The virtue-based theory defines how leaders' conduct depends on people's character and promotes virtue through development. The ethical leaderships take into these five important functions. Serving as the role model, the ethics of leaders affect the working behavior of their employees and their overall culture. This presentation analyzed the ethics practice of Huawei. Founded in 1987, Huawei is a leading global provider of ICT infrastructure and smart device. Its vision is to bring digital to everyone, creating a connected world. Huawei connects its workforce of 194,000 staff with global operation in 170 countries following the code value of openness, collaborations, and shared success. Besides, Huawei has two main products line as below. The first one is consumer products, phones, laptop, tablet, and so on. The second one is business products, connectivity, service industry solutions, and so on. Next, welcome Mingxun to introduce the ethical dilemma of Huawei. Thank you.
Next, I will introduce to you the ethical dilemma of Huawei. According to CFI, an ethical dilemma is a problem in the decision-making process between two possible options, but neither of the two options is absolutely acceptable from an ethical perspective. How moral dilemmas related to leadership. Leaders face many choices every day, including moral choice. Values and ethics may be influenced by self-interest and desire, which leads to a leader face a choice between serving his own interest or the interest of the organization. Typically, a business leader may face dilemma in four domains. First, whether to tell the truth or to stay loyal in particular occasion, whether to service the interest of individual or the whole companies, or whether to pursue a short-term goal or long-term goal, and last, whether to put justice before mercy or vice versa. Huawei also faces many ethical dilemmas. One of the major dilemmas stems from excessive overtime. Regarding this issue, the managers have two choices. Choice A obviously benefits the interest of the company more. According to SHRM, working overtime can make sure that the company can provide service 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. This is important. especially when Huawei is a company with a lot of international headquarters that require cooperation despite the difference in time zones. Also, with extended working hours of existing staff, there is no need to hire extra staff in busy season, thus reduce extra spending of the company. However, such practice may harm the interest of the employees. Work overtime can put employees at risk of tired and heart disease, and mental health problems such as depression can follow. In the worst scenario, some staff might die because working overtime. However, this is always a choice. Huawei could choose reasonable working hours if they did adopt these working schedules. In the short term, the companies might suffer. It would have recruit additional staff to remain some productivity and competitiveness. This means it needs to spend extra money for hiring and training, which might reduce their proved margins. What's more, the companies as whole would lack responsiveness in case of emergencies in no working hours. However, employees would benefit from these new schedules. They have more time off, thus they can enjoy better health. They are less pressured, which might increase their productivity. So what leaders in Huawei should choose? Their choice might be affected by their leadership style, which will be introduced by my teammate Zhongwei.
Okay, thank you, my teammate, to analyze the ethical dilemma. My name is Zhongwei Lin. Today, I will talk about the theoretical underpin. Compare situational leadership to others, their strengths and limitations. The first part is that introduce what is the situational leadership. Situational leadership is a leadership style which the style of leading to suit the current work environment. And it also as a way to achieve goals. The leader dependent on correct approach the followers regarding situation. And the second part is the application of the situational leadership. In any given situation, the leader has two tasks. The first task is diagnose the situation. That means the leader should identify the developmental level of the employee. The second task is to adapt their style. It means the leader choose the leadership style must correspond to the employee's development level. Okay, let's move on the next part. Compared to other theories, there have so many theories of the leadership, such as the chair theories, skills theories, and behavior theories. Today, we choose the compare with the behavior theories. It focuses exclusively on behavior of the leader, but the situational theories focus on the leadership in different situations. Here is a strength and weakness of the situational leadership. About the strength, situational leadership is perceived as providing a credible model for training employees. This type of leadership style is very simple, as all that is needed is ability to accept a situation and adjust to it. It can create more comfortable environment for employees as the leadership style. Employment will typically match the need. And it also can be more comfortable for good leaders who knows how to use it. Leaders are able to use whichever leadership style they believe is the best in a given situation, but it also has some weakness. The first of all is lack of a practical foundation, just a theoretical basis. The second one is that replication study fail to support basis. It could cause confusion within an organization. The next one is that tend to only focus on short-term goals and as a result may overlook long-term goals. And the last one is lack of distinction between the leadership and the management. They look like the same in the most of the time. Then the next part, my teammate Lin will talk about the reasonable of approach and responding options. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So to understanding the ethic dilemma of Huawei, I would like to assess the reasonable approach of Huawei and its option. Despite the actual difficulty, Huawei's net profit increased steadily over the year, and Huawei is a leading 5G equipment provider, accounting for 30% of global market share. Its workforce keeps increasing in size. From different ethic viewpoints, Huawei has several ways to handle this situation. The first one is consecration, and the second one is deontology, and the third one is future-based theory. And to extracting from the Q book, those House introduced 6 ethics style with 6 reasonable of Huawei's response to the action. For duty ethic, Huawei does what is right, and Huawei keeps the practice and compensative over time, working with higher financial return. For train ethic, Huawei does what the benefits with the most people. It's 19,000 staff, and it should change the work culture and implement initiatives to increase work-life balance. For future ethic, Huawei does what is a good person should do and reduce the working hours and accept slow growth. For caring ethic, Huawei does what the enhancing my personal relationship by stressing relationship with employees and increase relaxing program. For egoism ethic, Huawei does what the benefit is the most, and it could just simply exploit employees patient for future goods and illogic the legal method. For justice ethic, Huawei does what is fair and follow the legal requirement to keep overtime at 9 hours per week only. And for the principle of fair competition and legal certification, Huawei has to improve the situation to retain its talent and development manpower patient for future goods. It's also a niche with companies structured a set of brain power. Among 6 options, 2 possible options are duty and ultra-lateral ethic. For duty ethic, Huawei should protect the right and reputation of Huawei and keep following the business strategy and model standard. Company compensative the overtime with deserved pay and leaves. And second, Huawei define what is the best for most stockholders and as employees demand and need they stay involved to revitalize the working culture and work-life initiatives. That's my part for this presentation about Huawei. Thank you.
Thanks, Lin Feng. From the above option, I would like to present the Huawei decision to resolve the excessive or overtime issue. According to Word, the happy employer presents a healthy firm. There is circular connection among happy employer who can provide higher working productivity and contribute to greater profitability as well as increased customer loyalty. So, as I select the shapeable option, this part analyzes the strength and weakness of each option. The stream of duty ethics focus on its core business to secure the leading position, increase the rewards and recognition for staff, secure the working culture and perform competitively. However, it failed to address the root cause with limited impacts on burnout employees. Then, following the utilitarianism ethics, Huawei could explore the benefits of identifying the key stakeholder and expand analyze, develop the relationship with employee, increase working productivity and engagement, reinforce the core values of openness, collaboration, and succeed. Meanwhile, it is time-consuming and requires top management environment for ultimate transformation. From the evolution, the utilitarianism ethics are selected. Accordingly, Huawei identified its key stakeholders are employees that should be benefited the most from its action. The key activity of Huawei strengthen the share ownership or employee. There are 99% of Huawei share belong to its worker, so Huawei could highlight the strength of overtime working to better complete the job and make employees richer themselves. There is a direct connection between their productivity, commitment, and firm performance. And the key activity of Huawei are flexible working environment. Huawei could introduce more flexible working schemes such as flexible shift instead of traditional 8 to 5. Moreover, Huawei can increase salary payment, working more time requires less time for management, based on employee performance and their OT. The basic salary have to adjust to the lower the dissatisfactory feeling. Then communication from top-down management. Top management of Huawei leads by example to motivate staff to leave earlier. Despite the challenging 2020, Huawei has positive business growth and consistently pursued its mission to bring digital to every person, home, and organization for fully connected, intelligent world. That's all my part. Next is Qing Fang. She will introduce the suggestion of Huawei leader.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the suggestion for Huawei's leaders. As mentioned previously, Huawei's company was faced ethical dilemma in employees' time management. I think the leaders should focus on employees' health problems that reduce their unreasonable overtime work happen, which should show respect to their mental health and physical health. Developing leadership in business ethics can start with designing an ethics policy and having every employee read and sign it. The policy should outline the company's ethical standards in all areas of business, include clearly outlined guidelines for each of the situations and consequences for failing to follow the ethics policy. Leaders should involve this ability to manage their employees. They should have professional knowledge related to their own work and keep learning to meet the needs of continuous development of the company. Therefore, they should make quick judgment and take decisive action and consider the consequence. Think about the benefit to employees or company. It's important for them to make accurate analysis and make effective solution to various problems. Leaders' behavior is the most important factor that influences the ethical behavior and immoral behavior in organization. When faced with conflict, they will make the decision in the best interest affect directly at enterprise ethical standards. Improving the value of leaders will improve the moral standard of enterprise, so that company can make more correct decisions when they enter ethics dilemmas, and there will be no moral violation. Emphasize the importance of ethics in organizational culture. Organizational culture refers to a set of meaning sharing systems shared by the staff of an organization, which made the organization unique. It provides appropriate standards of behavior for the members and guide and shape the attitude and behavior of the employees. Therefore, it's particularly important to emphasize the importance of ethics in organizational culture. Employees will consider their behavior according to the standard of organizational culture, and enterprise will regulate their behavior in order to maintain the culture. A good organizational culture will make enterprise choose the right side without hesitation when facing moral choices. In conclusion, in the face of ethics dilemmas, as enterprise should be able to choose the side to defend morality, and the moral imbalance of enterprise should be improved. Companies should strive to actively improve their own moral bottom line, put moral before behavior, so as to regulate ethics behavior. And this is our reference list. That's all. Thank you for your listening.